I need you to imagine something. Imagine discovering your own sister's wedding not from an invitation, not even from a phone call, but while holding a sweaty plate of macaroni salad at a family barbecue. The fork bending in your hand because the heat's so brutal, and suddenly someone casually asks, "So, are you flying in for her big day?" And you realize in that instant that everyone knew, except you. That was the moment I learned I had been erased. The music that day was loud, some old country playlist blasting through scratch speakers. Kids screamed from a bounce house. My aunt was laughing too hard at some joke. It was chaos, but inside me, everything went silent. I smiled like I understood, like I wasn't on it. Then I excused myself. "I'll go check on the deviled eggs." Code 4. I'm about to sit in my car and fall apart. Because how do you process finding out your baby sister planned the most important day of her life without you? This was Nora we were talking about, my little sister. The girl I practically raised after our dad died. The one I held through panic attacks. The one I sent money to when rent was late. The one who called me at midnight because she thought her boyfriend was cheating. And now she was marrying him. With flowers. With a venue. With a guest list. And somehow, I was the only one who didn't make the cut. 2 days passed before I called my mom. Not because I was calm. Not because I wanted answers. But because I needed her to just say it. "Hi, honey," she answered, her voice so casual I could see her wiping the counters while talking like always. I asked, "Is Nora getting married?" A pause. A refrigerator door closing. Then, "Yes. Next month, actually. We didn't know if you'd be free." Free. As if my presence at my own sister's wedding was some scheduling conflict. When I stayed quiet, she sighed. "Oh, Lena, don't be dramatic." That word. Dramatic. She used it when I cried at Dad's funeral. She used it when I lost my job. And now again, when she was telling me I'd been cut out of my own family. Then came the excuse. Nora wanted something small. "Just family." "I am family," I whispered. But she brushed it aside. Too complicated. Too many voices. Limited spots. Easier this way. That was the truth. I wasn't forgotten. I was the easiest one to erase. The wedding date came. But I wasn't there. Instead, I was on a plane to Iceland. Alone. No one knew. Not my coworkers, not my best friend. I left a sticky note on the fridge. Gone. Don't wait up. The cabin I rented was carved into black volcanic rock, half covered in moss. The air smelled like sulfur and snow. For the first time in years, I felt invisible in a way that wasn't painful. I posted one photo to Instagram. Me in a wool coat, by a frozen lake. No caption. No smile. Just stillness. Within minutes, the scene by list lit up. Nora. My mom. Cousins. They saw me. Not at the rehearsal dinner. Not at the church, but here. Alone. That was enough. 3 days later, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Dozens of calls. Messages. I thought someone had died. But no. It was worse. A friend sent me a TikTok. I hesitated, then pressed play. It was chaos. A wedding reception turned battlefield. Guests screaming. Glass breaking. The maid of honor, Nora's best friend, was shrieking. "You were my best friend, and you were sleeping with him the whole time." The camera shifted, and there was Nora. Crying. Not delicate tears. Broken. Her new husband frozen in the background, useless. The video ended with her sinking to the floor in her white dress. My stomach turned. Suddenly, the calls made sense. My family wasn't asking me to come home before. But now? Now that everything had exploded, they wanted me back. To fix things. To hold everyone together. To be the strong one. My mom's voicemail stacked up. Her voice cracked for the first time I could remember. "She keeps asking for you. We don't know what to do without you." Even Nora texted. Short. Broken. I didn't think it would matter this much. "Please. I need you." But I knew better. They didn't miss me. They missed what I did for them. The scaffolding. The support. The invisible glue. And I wasn't steel anymore. I had turned to glacier, Cold, unmoving, quiet. Almost midnight. My phone rang again. This time, I picked up. "Lena," my mom whispered, like she'd been holding her breath for years. I said nothing.
"She's not well."
"She keeps asking for you." I looked out at the lake, glassy and endless, reflecting a sky so low it felt like it might collapse. "I was there," I said quietly. "For years. You just never saw me." Silence. Not defensive. Not dismissive. Just silence, the kind that finally admits the truth. "Are you coming home?" she asked. I looked around my cabin, the wooden floor, the wool blanket, the quiet that asked nothing of me. "No," I said. "I think I'm already home." The next morning I posted one last photo. A single empty chair in the snow, facing the frozen lake. No caption. And I realized something. Sometimes the loudest thing you can say is nothing at all. So tell me, what would you have done? Stayed and fought for a seat at their table? Or walked away to build your own?